Yes. I
Okay.
had to change that. I'd accidentally put it in default recognition.
Oh, right.
But yeah, I put it back. Yeah. We're
Good.
good.
All
We're in the
right.
happy heart. We're
Okay.
on my personal page and YouTube. And we are
Excellent.
live. We are live, girl. What's up, Siobhan Coates?
Not too much. Stephanie McPherson.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Getting it.
This is our theme. So
I know.
a couple weeks ago, we thought, oh, we should have a theme music or something. So we both just started with. But you know, we found it real. Well, we found it really. Yeah, we. No, Jesus, that's really hard on the brain.
It really is.
Like,
I know my brain has worked today, girl. It is
That
work.
way. Oh my God, it's work. Anyway, Stephanie and I thought it sounded really funny. So now
Yeah.
we've kind of made it our little boop 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 theme song. How are you today,
tongue-tied?
Stephanie?
I am damn fantastic. Are you tongue-tied today like I was last week? I couldn't complete sentences.
I do feel a little tongue-tied and a little like my colors are all over the place. Like I didn't have time to change my sweater, and then I thought, well, I'll just put green.
See, I guess y'all probably think that we just like lounge around by the pool or by the snow and just do nothing, and then okay, time to go live. No, like we're both running around like chickens with their heads cut off, doing about 1,000 different things, and then it's like, okay, it's like she's like, have you prepped yet? I'm like, no, I ain't prepped nothing.
No, and you know, the thing about this recipe is that there's not a lot of slicing and dicing.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is great. And while the cauliflower is cooking, we can mix up our sauces. What is included today is, several bottles of what I call staples that are always in my house.
Yeah.
And even if you don't have these staples, once you buy them, you will have them. So rice vinegar. And for me, I have gluten-free soy sauce here, tamari, and hoisin sauce, and sesame oil. And I know Stephanie and I, because we cook very similarly, once you have those staples, then you're set.
I had to buy like 3 ingredients. I had to get my cauliflower and like the onions.
Yeah.
I think that was like it.
Yeah. It's just like baking, what I discovered. And, before I got married, I never used to bake, because I never had the ingredients. And now, my husband is a big baker. So when I decide to bake things, I don't know who you're waving to, but hi.
Camille.
Hi, Camille.
It's our Brandon girl, Lucy Rosa Staggi. Oh my God! Okay, I got it. I just cut you off. I'm so sorry. I just want to greet our fans, but Lucy Rosa Staggi, she just joined. Okay, there is a song. It's kind of like a rap R&B song, and it's like do 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 do, and I always hear her name, Lucy Rosa Staggi, and I've got to find the song. I hear it all the time, but I don't know the name of it or who the artist is. And I told her, I reached out to her on Facebook Messenger. I'm like, oh my God, girl, there is a song where the main chorus line sounds exactly like Lucy Rosa Staggi. Lucy Rosa Staggi. Anyway, I bet some people listening probably know what song I'm talking about. Anyway, go on, Camille. Go on, Siobhan. Yeah, woo!
Yeah, I was going to say, the only songs that ever not even sounded like my name, but back in when, now you may not have had them, My Sharona, dun 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 dun.
My Sharona.
Yeah, well, that was, people would call me Sharona because my name was Siobhan.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, yeah. And of course, Shaboom.
Boom.
Na. That was another one of my nicknames, was Shaboom, because there was that B in my name that is there for no reason other than it's the Gaelic language. But yeah, so there were a couple of songs that, my nickname was Shaboom in school. So
Shaboom, I like it.
Shaboom.
You know what? That's your name. That's your name. Remember how I told you I have name? Shaboom.
Oh, yeah, Shaboom.
So when I start calling you that, don't get annoyed.
No, of course not. I answered to a lot of nicknames because I've had a lot of nicknames growing up. So even my nickname is also Siobhan, which is the way it's spelled.
Yes.
And a lot of people call me that because when they're writing out my name, that's the way they say it. So when I used to work
that's what I said.
Yeah, I used to work in a grocery store, and I can't tell you, and a lot of the stores within the chain, but eventually Siobhan would come out as a nickname, and they would even page me on the phone. Siobhan, telephone line 1, Siobhan.
That is
Yeah.
hilarious. So my
Yeah.
nickname, and you can see it in the bottom left-hand corner, Funny. That was one of my best friends. Her name is Laura Rasmussen. She's got her own. It's Laura Rasmussen. But she went to Mexico on a trip one time, and she came home, and she had made some friends. This is like back in the 90s, and we had an answer machine back then. We all lived together.
Oh,
Anyway, and somebody called from Mexico. One of her friends called from Mexico, and they left this message, and it was like, "Hello, Laura." I mean, or, Laura, because they roll their R's, and it was so
yeah.
beautiful the way in which they pronounced her name. And I tried to say it like that, and I couldn't. I sounded like an idiot, and it came out loud Rasmussen. So anyway, that's her nickname, and sometimes she hates me. She's like, "Don't say my name like that." I'm like, "Come on, Laura, it's because I love you." No, she's teasing, but she's the one who nicknamed me Funny. Like Stephanie,
yes.
Funny. Because you're so funny. Anyway, she's one of my favorite people in the world. So,
yay!
Yes. Shout out.
Fun with names. Fun with names. All right, so we're going to get started on our recipe.
Let's do it. Yeah. Oh, that's right. We're here to cook. We're here to cook young Pao Califlower.
Sometimes we forget about the cooking part of it.
Yeah.
So the first thing we need to do is cook up the cauliflower a little bit. So Stephanie and I are both have our cauliflowers here. We're going to cut them into florets, and then we cook them with the coconut milk and cornstarch.
Yes.
And soy sauce.
And this is so simple. I don't know why I was thinking we were going to have to cook this for like 20 minutes. And when you sent me that message, like, "Have you prepped?" I'm like, "No, LOL, laugh out loud." And, but yeah, there's just like 4 or 5 minutes under the broiler.
Exactly. And, that's why I didn't either. But I kind of wanted us, as disorganized as we are, sometimes we are very organized. Like last week, you noticed that all 2 of us had our stuff prepped already. All 2 of us, the whole gang.
Oh my God. I got to tell you another funny story. We're with the funny stories today. So years ago, I met this guy, and he was coming to pick me up for a date. And anyway, I was talking to him on the phone, and I was trying to direct him how to get to my house. And I was like, "Okay, so at the stoplight, when you go through the stoplight, then you're all," I can't even tell the story. I was like, after the stoplight, the lane's going to end, and you're all going to have to get into one lane. And this guy's hilarious. He's still a friend of mine to this day. He's like, "We're all getting into one lane, but I'm only coming by myself. I'm coming by myself." But I was like, "You're just like because all the cars then have to merge, and you're all going to have to get into one lane." Oh my God.
Back before we had, Google, and everybody has a GPS now. But, writing down directions. I can remember when I moved from Victoria on the island over to Vancouver, there were still no iPhones in 2008. So I had the freaking map out. That's how I got into my second accident. This is about mindset, I should tell you, but the second accident I had over here, because I was petrified of having an accident when I moved over here, because the island's very quiet and slow, and Vancouver's very busy and crazy. But I was lost, and literally I had a map of Vancouver out on my steering wheel while I was driving to try to figure out where I was, and slammed right into the person ahead of me. But that reminds me of a story, and you talk about thoughts become things.
Yes.
When I first moved over here, I had my car was 1988 Toyota. I think it was a Nissan. I think I had a Nissan at that point, but it was like 1988.
Yeah.
So I'd never owned a car, a modern car. I never owned a car that had all the bells and whistles. But I knew when moving to Vancouver, I knew on my list was I need to buy a new car, because this new car will never survive Vancouver traffic.
I'm listening.
It was tabled. So that was one thing. But the other thing that I didn't want to do is I didn't want to drive on the highway. So where I worked and where I lived, I had to drive on the highway or take all the back roads that were slow. And, every morning I'd hear, I'd turn on the radio and I'd hear where all these accidents were all over Vancouver and the Lower Mainland, still not even knowing where they were because I didn't know my way around. All I knew is that I had to get to Vancouver, from Vancouver to Coquitlam 5 days a week. And, I'd hear these accidents, and my girlfriend who I worked with would say, you don't need to worry about the streets that have numbers in them because that's out this way. And you don't need to worry about this.
Streets that have numbers, really?
Yeah, well, I live on 57th Avenue, but at that point I was living in Vancouver on Scotia Avenue.
No, but I mean, all streets have numbers.
Oh yeah, but no, the numbers of my house.
Gotcha. Yeah, I gotcha.
And so I would take all the back roads all the time, but I had this fear of getting into an accident. And, I never had a fear on the island. In fact, I hadn't had an accident in probably 25 years between home, driving out here from Nova Scotia, like nothing, not even fender benders, nothing, clean record. But I had a fear. So I am driving home one day on one of the quiet neighborhood roads that I normally drive on to get home. Yeah. And it was raining for the first time in weeks and weeks. So the ground there's hydroplane going on. And I was driving and I didn't notice there was somebody was stopping to turn right. So I pulled out into the left lane to go by the person who was turning right. And I was going like fast, speed limit, maybe more. And I noticed there was a van right in front of me and I couldn't stop in time. And I slammed on my brakes and I went slamming into this car in front of me. And it was like slow motion, and watched the front of my car come all the way in and watched her slam into the person in front of her. So now I have caused a 3-vehicle accident, and I have totaled my car. Now, 25 years, I went without ever thinking about being in a car accident. I never worried about being in a car accident. It was never in my mindset.
Right. It's amazing.
Accident free. And then when I moved over here, I was so afraid of being in an accident. Yep. I avoided the highway that I didn't want to be in an accident. And it happened to me on a quiet road where the miles per hour, it was like 50 kilometers an hour. So who's attracting what into their life?
Absolutely. And it's because it wasn't just a thought in your head. It was the emotion tied to the thought that created the worry. Because worry and happiness are equal as far as charge, but your existence, the universe doesn't understand the difference. So it will mimic and bring like a boomerang to you that which you're emotionally triggered and tied to, whether it's happy or glad. So you just have, and we all do it. Oh my God, nobody's perfect. But I mean, I can't even count the amounts of events that I have been worried about, and like in a charged up way, and they happen, or and just it's like, wait, be very mindful of what you're putting out.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Because I firmly believe I attracted that accident to me. But the other funny thing was that a new car was also on my list, like once I moved over here. But again, I had it in my head, like, I don't even know how I'm going to get a new car. I don't even know what I want. And then again, the universe took that one out of my hand because my car was totaled. So then I had to go buy. And then
sometimes events that we may think are negative again are just the catalyst.
Yes.
Bring about, because again, the universe doesn't know the difference. I mean, someone can say, God, like you were saying, I want more time. I want more free time to pursue my passions, to pursue what I enjoy doing. And you lose your job. Whereas somebody could say, oh, that's a negative thing. But look what you've been able to do, through being off of work. And, it's amazing. Just be careful and like what you're wishing for or what you're hoping for, because it does happen.
And, it really does.
And it might be through some form of a catastrophic event, or it could, just manifest Easily and effortlessly with grace.
That's right.
Grace. Like la la, sunshine and rainbows.
That
In
is
life,
right.
sunshine and fucking rainbows. Not. We have got so many people hanging out and commenting. Thank you so much to
Oh
everybody
my
who's
gosh,
watching, having
thank
fun with
you.
us. Zippity doo. Lucy Rosa Stodgy says, "Oh, shaboom! What a story. She loves it. Yeah.
Good, good, good.
I didn't do the parchment paper, so let me grab my parchment paper. I'm
Okay.
like, yeah, be right back. Gotta take this
And
off."
I did end up getting a new car. Now, I was a salesman's dream because I got to tell you about this. So you're not familiar with Vancouver, but if we do have any
No,
Vancouver
I'm
people
so ready to
on
hear.
here, it's a huge city. And so I got really acquainted with the transit system pretty darn quickly. And then all I wanted was to buy a Toyota Echo is what I wanted. A Toyota Echo. I was a Toyota girl, a Toyota Echo. That's all I wanted. And I had a friend who took me to one Toyota dealership, and I drove a Toyota hatchback, and it was too small. And I just said, no, that's not it. I don't want the hatchback. I want a 4-door Toyota Echo. That was the vision in my head. So my girlfriend knew a guy who worked at a Chevrolet dealership, but he said he had Toyotas on the lot.
Yeah.
So I thought he'll get me a good deal. So I show up and in everywhere, you have an automotive strip. I was on the Langley bypass here in the Lower Mainland in Surrey, in Langley, and the strip of car dealerships. Right, you got your Chevrolet, your Mercedes, your Toyota, your Hyundai, your Honda, all of them.
Honda,
and so I go to this Chevrolet guy, and he wants to sell me, of course, a brand new Chevrolet Impala or whatever it is. And, when you buy new, your payment plans are going to be lower and da-da-da. I said, I didn't come here for a brand new Chevrolet car. I want a used Toyota Echo. So Thank you very much. And so I left. I walked out. It was pouring rain. I had caught the bus. Now, I'm still in Vancouver, so I am over an hour away from my house. And I am walking down the Langley bypass, which is a 4-lane byway, in the pouring rain, looking for the Toyota dealership. I had no idea where it was. I was on such a mission. I go into the mall, and I go to a phone booth, and I look it up in the paper, and I have no idea what the number is. I go to the information booth in the mall, and I say, where is the Toyota dealership? Oh, it's about, a mile down the road that way. So there I am, walking in the pissing, pouring rain to a Toyota dealership. I get to the Toyota dealership. I don't even go inside. I start walking through the parking lot, looking for my Toyota Echo, and there it is. There is my Toyota Echo, 4-door Echo, sitting in the parking lot. I go in to the dealership, and I say, okay, who wants to sell me that Toyota Echo that's out in the parking lot for $10,500? And it happened. I drove off the lot. Had no idea how to get home because I don't have a GPS. I don't have anything. It doesn't. And but I did get home, of course, eventually. But I was so excited. I was driving. It was a 2004. This was 2008. Yeah. And I was so excited to be driving a modern car. I was oh my God, I can't believe it.
You know what I forgot to do? Hey, I got to tell you this. I forgot to toss with the I'm using arrowroot, which is a natural organic form of cornstarch. Nice. Not that cornstarch is bad for you or anything. But anyway, so I'm going to toss the cauliflower with the arrowroot or cornstarch.
I'm tossing. I got the cornstarch. I got the coconut milk now.
Siobhan, Siobhan, I have screwed up with this cauliflower now twice. Yeah, like I'm laughing and I'm listening to you, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm trying to pay attention to what she's saying, but that has caused me to screw up. Oh my God. All right. Oh wait, how did I get in there?
And 2 tablespoons soy sauce. Toss into even.
Yeah, see, I haven't even started on my sauce yet.
I haven't either. I'm just
talking, but yet you're still getting it. Love it.
I'm just a better multitasker.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, I'm not.
I get all AED.
I'm just I'm going to stir this around. I am getting there. My bowl isn't that big for my cauliflower.
We need cordless or Bluetooth microphones, but the one that I was using, y'all, it was not working. It was not picking up. Is everybody hearing me clearly? Because I've had mic issues where I don't choose the right mic or whatever, and I sound like I'm, in the next house away from mine. All right, I'm putting my stuff in the broiler.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you are ahead of me. I'm just still coating the coconut milk with the soy sauce in here. You got your soy sauce in with your cauliflower?
Oh my God, girl.
No, you don't, do you?
Idiot. I'm a doggone idiot. Y'all call me Steph.
Steph idiot? How about Steph
y'all,
idiot?
I am so. Y'all are gonna be like, this is the worst cooking show ever. Stephanie is screwed up now like 5,000 times. Oh my God.
Do you know what, Stephanie? I hate to break it to you, but I thought about this the other day. We never really show what we're doing or tell what we're doing or the steps of the recipe.
We're busy talking about.
I know. So I honestly think people just show up to watch us and they
yeah. Of course.
A rat's ass. But
you know what, Siobhan? We always provide the recipe. We always
do.
provide the recipe, but you're right. People are joining, and we got so many people commenting, and people are joining for the fun and fabulousness.
Like this, the fun of trying to reach, hence the microphone and trying to reach the paper towel.
Yeah.
What Stephanie and I make it rich and famous, and you got to talk about your voting because this is a good time. We'll do that.
Oh God!
But once we become rich and famous, and they're calling us to travel around the world with our cooking show. Then these little messes and stuff, we're not going to be responsible. Okay.
Exactly. We'll have somebody prepping. So yeah, just to your point, come on, hold on a second. You mentioned something that I need to do.
Yes, do it.
Yeah. Okay. So everybody, it is so confusing the way that they are wording it because I just got an email that said, okay, I'm just going to read this to everybody.
Yeah.
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
The email says, here we go. After tonight, only the top 15 competitors from each group will advance to the next round. So this is your time to shine. Voting closes at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Oh, so that's 9 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard. All right, so we still got till 9 p.m. Okay, but the very next sentence says, take advantage of the hours left in this round to climb to the top of your group to move forward.
Right.
Which that sentence makes it sound like they're only going to take the number one person from each group. But clearly they say after tonight, only the top 15 from competitors plural, from each group will advance to the next round. So I should be good, but y'all keep voting. Please keep voting. Let me explain. I think like when people are sharing this, and I so appreciate to all those that are sharing. Let me just say that a lot of people are saying, "Oh my God, help my friend, win the $50,000. She's going for a food truck." Yes, that is 100% going to happen. As I am the chosen number one person. But the biggest thing, I'm going to tell y'all right now, the biggest thing for me, and this could get me emotional, is that 2-page feature in a globally renowned magazine. Because of what y'all, there is so much more to what I hold in my heart for my why, of why I started my cooking show, of when I started watching the Food Network, 18, 20 years ago. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to be on the Food Network. But it's like, and I talk about this in my Empower Conversation podcast, or actually when I'm interviewed, maybe it's not in that, but it's when I'm interviewed, I explain, it's like, imagine, because there's so much more to what, like with Deepa Rickenlicious and you, it's my, the self-awareness, the self-love, the cultivation of living your best life, living your life with intention and on purpose. That is the biggest message. And along that, with that comes the healthy food. You're choosing the healthier food, but it's like, I use the analogy of back when I was a little kid. I remember Bill Cosby advertising for Coke, but my mama liked Pepsi. And I remember even intuitively as a kid going, well, my mama likes Pepsi. I mean, she's not going to choose Coke just because Bill Cosby is, you know, drinking
Yeah.
Coke. But I
Yeah.
got it. But even that, it's stuck. It's like they're choosing him because he's famous. People know his name. People know his face. They associate with him back then with, you know, this father figure with this awesomeness, you know. And it's like, imagine my message of self-love, self-empowerment, living the
Mm-hmm.
best life, make a concerted effort on how you choose, what you choose in your
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
And oh, that's that girl from D for Rick and Licious. Oh my God,
Yes.
that's that. Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
oh, she says to drink lemon water first thing in the morning. Oh, okay. As opposed to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying as
I
opposed
know.
to.
I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
the biggest thing is that 2-page feature, because what that's going to do for me in my ultimate mission and goals,
Mm-hmm.
life dreams.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah,
I
thank you.
love it.
All
And,
right.
you've got such the personality and stage
Thank
presence
you.
for it as well, right?
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I would say so. I'm a big
Yes.
honking goob.
I know. That's why we get along so well.
I know. It is
Okay.
fun. All right. So I'm
I'm
gonna do one
making my
tablespoon.
sauce right now. Yeah.
I'm coding. I'm definitely coding, and I'm gonna do a coconut amino. So I'm gonna do one
Nice.
tablespoon soy sauce and 1 tablespoon of a coconut amino,
Yeah.
which is like it calls for Bragg's. Where's my tablespoon?
Yeah, I've got I do have Bragg's. I do have Bragg's as well. I used just Tamari gluten-free soy sauce, but I do have the Bragg's as well. I'm going to try it
Yeah.
with this. I think I made it with the Bragg's the last time, but I mean both of those are really really good. All right, I'm just going to check my cauliflower. So
Now
we're
I
supposed to
think I've got it. Thank
yeah.
you, Larissa. I appreciate that. She says y'all can hear me better this time than last time.
Oh, good, good. Hi, Larissa. I'm not making any comments because I don't see the comments. So thank you so much. No, because I'm just on StreamYard. But I do go through and I read them afterwards, and I will go through and read them afterwards. Now the sauce is the soy sauce, the hoisin sauce. It says honey or maple syrup. I'm using maple syrup, but you could use honey.
I've got maple syrup too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put my. Have you put your cauliflower in yet?
It is in the oven. Yeah.
All right, I'll put mine in again.
Right.
Oh my God, y'all, this is crazy. Let's laugh. Let's just laugh.
Yeah. I am the queen of laughter.
I love it. Yes,
If you need to laugh,
yes.
if you need to laugh, and our wonderful illustrious leader here in the Happy Heart, Kim. Oh my God, she pretty much had her internet wires and cables ripped out from her house. And she has been suffering. She's putting on this big online event for 3 weeks. And in the last week, of course, she hasn't been able to go live. She hasn't been able to, do her thing. She's had to do replay. And she has held it together mostly like a queen. And if she's watching this, she'll get a kick out of my mostly because, like anything, we get the behind the scenes stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, I might see the tearing out of the hair portion as opposed to,
if we have to increase our oven to 425 after it's okay. I just saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, y'all, like I looked over this recipe, but I've been, been doing 1,000 different things. Running 1,000 miles an hour 100% of the time.
Yes.
I always say that to salmon. I'll be like, I'll talk to salmon, what you got going on today? You got big plans? You got any Zoom calls? Or you got any, Zoom parties to attend?
Look at that. Now, as soon as your cauliflower starts to brown, which mine did, I'm just gonna.
Okay, all right. Now I gotta make the sauce.
Then we turn it down to 425 and bake for another 5 minutes.
Mine has got 5 minutes on the brawl.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now I got to make my sauce. Hold on. Let me focus. Combine with 1/3 cup.
You focus. So this is an interesting thing I learned about cats.
Yeah.
That cats don't actually meow to each other. That's not how cats communicate. They do not meow to each other. And a cat's meow mimics how they hear adults talk.
Girl, Salmon did something last night where she was like, and she was playing with one of my Airbnb guests, and he
Yeah.
said something, and she went "Wow!" Like,
Oh.
no, yeah, I am serious. It happened last night.
So the reason I tell this story is because we have 2 cats,
Oh, what
and
are your cats?
Maze and Susie.
Yeah.
And Maze is kind of a lumbering. They're both sisters. Maze is kind of a lumbering, butchy kind of cat. I always thought she was a male because she was kind of butchy and she's overweight and kind of sluggish.
Yeah.
She plays laying down.
Right.
And Susie is I call Susie my Sphinx cat. Right? She's svelte and she's cute and she's peppy. And Maze, I guess maybe, I don't know, if the cats hear how you talk to them, Maze meows like this. Meow.
Wow.
Meow. I'm a fat cat. Meow. And now Susie, my Sphinx cat,
Oh, wow.
So I think that maybe I was speaking to Maze like, okay, fat cat. And that's how Maze started meowing. No, I'm fat. Meow.
Well, my cat. Go ahead.
Yeah. And then Susie, because I go, oh, Susie, you're so cute. Look at you. She meows like, meow, 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 meow. Anyway,
yeah, like a commercial. Well, Tuna Fish was like that. Like you could have a conversation with him, and all my neighbors, because I told you he was like an indoor-outdoor cat, and you'd be like, hey, Tuna Fish, how you doing? Meow. What's up, Tuna Fish? Meow. You could talk to him like you said. What you got going on today? Meow, meow, meow. He was straight up. He was a talker.
So you have had 2 cats, one named Tuna Fish and one Salmon. What is the reasoning behind that?
I have actually had 3. The first one was named Rocco, but he was previously named by these 2 girls that couldn't keep him in their apartment. Rocco was cool. Okay, so let me tell you about my cats. They probably take after me, which all animals tend to take after their crazy people. But so Rocco was always center of attention. People would come over. He would, like dogs are known to want attention. All of my cats are the same exact way. And freaking Tuna Fish, hold on one second. I'm about to do my oven at 425. Give me a second.
Mine is too, and I'm going to take it out. Oh,
Tuna Fish. So then so years ago, I was, how many minutes is the 425?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Tuna Fish, I was dating this guy, no, I'm sorry. I was over at my friend Laura's, the girl I was telling you about, one of my best friends, my best soulmate friends. Yeah. And I was over at her house picking her brother up from from his house to go to the Bangkok house for some Thai food. And I was waiting for him out in my car, and I noticed this furry little animal over by the fence. So I got out and I went over, and there was a little tiny black and white kitten, and I was playing with it through the fence because it was in the next yard. So anyway, James comes out, he gets in the car, and I was telling him about the little interaction I'd had with that kitten. And he's like, oh my God, he goes, she's giving those kittens away. She probably looks letting you have one for free if you want it. I was like, okay, when we get back, I'll go and ask. Okay. Yeah. So we get back from lunch. I drop James off. I walk over into that yard. The same little kitten walks off the steps through the yard up to me while the siblings are wrestling on the porch. Yeah. I pick, which is now Tuna, but I'll tell you his name or get to why I named him that. Pick him up. I go up, knock on the door. I was like, may I have this kitten? She's like, yeah, you can have him. So I take him, thinking he's a girl at this time. Go home, and the guy I was dating was eating this garden burger. And I walked in, and it looked like a tuna fish sandwich. But, okay, backtrack. When I was in college, there were these guys that I used to hang out with, and their cat was named Cheeseburger. And Cheeseburger was crazy. And I was like, that was adorable. So look at it as a sandwich. It looked like a tuna fish sandwich. I'm sitting there, and I think of how unique Cheeseburger was for a name. And I went, tuna fish, like as a joke. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And that's how Tuna Fish got its name.
Oh my gosh.
Salmon got hers when I had to put Tuna Fish down. And one of his favorite people in the world who adored him, what commented on one of the multi-million posts that I'd posted about him. If you ever get another cat, you should name it Salmon. And I'm like, I'm never getting another cat. I want a baby elephant or a skunk or a monkey. And but when I did get him, he was or when I got her, obviously the name, I was like Salmon. It's named through Isabella, who named her because she loved tuna fish. So anyway,
wow. Okay, so my cauliflower is out.
All right,
my sauce
mine is not
made.
Hold on. Soy sauce, hoisin sauce, honey. Hold on. I got to do my vinegar, my crushed red pepper.
Yeah. And the remaining tablespoon of cornstarch.
This is crazy. Okay. Everybody still hearing me okay?
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right. I think I got this now.
2 tablespoons rice vinegar.
Yeah.
Sesame oil. All right.
Yeah, I think I'm just like one step ahead of you, but that's okay. I'm gonna.
Oh, you just do it. You just do it.
Yeah. Heat the oil now. So my peanut oil, I'm gonna heat the oil. Actually, it's sesame oil again today because I love me some sesame oil.
2 tablespoons rice wine vinegar, and then I'm gonna tell you right. You said, are you using peanut oil or sesame?
I'm using sesame.
Oh my God, sesame. Yeah, but sesame is hands down it's one of the best scents on the damn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, me too. And you can actually taste the flavor. I'm gonna chop my garlic because I do need the garlic for that.
I'm a sniffer.
So of course, this recipe doesn't take this long to do, but because Stephanie and I are talking, that's why it's taking so long. But when you think about how easy it is, you got your cauliflower that you chop up, you coat it with coconut milk and soy sauce, you brown it in the oven until it's tender and brown, then you bring it out, and then you make your sauce, and then you toss it all together in a fry pan. And
you know what? Instead of red pepper flakes, I'm doing an African smoke.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have thought of that. That would be really good. We've got smoked paprika and we've got liquid smoke too. But I'm going to go as is right now. But that sounds delicious. That African smoke. Yeah.
And 1/4 cup water.
Oh shit! Where's the water? Oh, pardon me. Where's the water?
Pardon you. Oh my God, that's right. We have no, we do not have
why
children.
don't I see water?
It's on the back.
Pinch of pepper. Add 1/4 cup of water and the remaining tablespoon.
I'm gonna take this off.
Okay, you do that.
Just for a second. I can't.
Yeah. That's interesting that they say add 1/4 cup water and the remaining cornstarch when it's not on here. But that seems like a lot of sauce. With a 1/4 cup.
All right. It's time to take my cauliflower out. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Those are little costumes. They really do. They're a hindrance, but they're fun. They're fun.
Add life is water. Okay, I will add 1/4 cup. I'm believing the recipe because I know I've made this before, and I can't even reach my sink with this thing on. Okay, hold on. So.
I'm gonna blow mine just another minute.
Oh my God. So for comic relief.
Now that we're both off camera.
Okay, no, I'm in. Okay, I just got to turn my tap back off somehow. Okay. Honestly, this is like, this is.
This might be our funniest episode yet because it's like, we do give a rat's ass. You don't understand how much of a huge rat's ass that we give about what we're doing. There's so much emotion in this, but it's like, you know what? We can't, it's like, it's not about it being perfect. It's about it being entertaining and fun so that people will watch and then try our recipe later.
That's right. And this recipe was actually suggested to me by my good friend, Darcy Stephens. Because when I started to do my cooking show, before I met you, I was starting to do my cooking show, and she said, "Oh my God, can you make this?" And she sent me the Kung Pao recipe, and I did. I made it for myself and Graham, but then I kind of forgot about it. So this week I was like, "Oh my God, that recipe! Yes, I will do it." So here I am.
God, that smells good, girl. I'm telling you.
It does. I know. The flavor of this is just amazing.
I got it. Y'all, you should freaking see I'm not going to. like move the camera up, but it's just crazy. My workspace is crazy.
Oh,
Unlike Ree Drummond, even when she's doing her quarantine episodes with her kids, everything is perfect. It's like, how does that even happen?
God. Well, Stephanie and I were talking before the episode, and that I don't have big camera space to show my whole.
Yeah, neither do I.
face.
Can anybody hear me? Did I cut out?
No,
Everybody
I
hear
hear
me?
you.
Okay.
I hear you.
Gee.
Okay, so my garlic and onion, or my garlic, ginger, green onions cook 5 minutes until fragrant. Okay, so I've cooked that until fragrant, and now I'm stirring in my sauce now.
Oh, so let me tell y'all, I've got all the windows open. It's like 70 degrees outside where I'm living. What is it, the temperature where you are, Siobhan?
7 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius.
No,
So
70 degrees.
yeah,
Fahrenheit.
whatever.
All right. Okay. So I got my cauliflower out. All right. Hold on.
Yeah.
Blah,
I've
blah, blah.
poured my sauce in my fry pan now.
Heat oil in a large.
Bring that to a boil.
Oh.
I'm bringing it to a boil. And then I'm tossing the cauliflower in there. I didn't make rice or anything because I'll make rice when we eat it for dinner tonight.
Yeah, and I'm actually doing a red lentil.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, red.
Oh, nice. Yeah, love it.
All right, so I got to heat up. I got to do my chopping. We're not in a hurry. I mean, all we'll do is clean up and. Oh, so let me tell you, Tyler and I are staying in this cabin on Lake Wiley. But it's like a little mini cabin on Lake Wiley this weekend. I am so excited.
Nice.
Yes, that is going to be fun. Super.
Oh, this is really gooping up here. I'm adding the parchment paper. Oh, frick. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I think I got it. Oh my goodness.
All right. Now
I'm going to pick the cauliflower up off the floor.
5-second rule.
Okay, I've got mine in the pan with the sauce. And
okay, I do not. I'm still chopping.
That's okay. I'm a little bit ahead of you.
It is.
But holy cow, this looks delicious.
Girl, this sauce. I mean, I'm about to lose my mind. It smells for.
Oh, I know, and it smells as good as it tastes.
Yes. So how? Okay, so you got a buddy doing your website, and that's awesome.
I do. Yeah. Well, it's not a buddy. It's the son-in-law of a friend of mine.
Son-in-law of a buddy.
Website. Yeah, son-in-law of a buddy, which is great.
Yeah.
Because that's those websites, man. I don't know what I was thinking. I'd just get in there and copy and paste a bunch of stuff in there, and
I understand. I mean, it's like, and it can ruin your whole day with technical difficulties, not being able to do something when all you want to do, and it's just like, you know what? I need somebody to do this, and it's like, oh, but I get it, and it's just like I just want to be able to focus on what my talents, my skills. I get it.
And then you see, but then you know what happened to me, and this is the mindset. For some reason, I got stuck on it going, well, if I don't have a website, I can't do anything else. I can't,
right.
And so it kind of stalled me. And earlier, that was about being in my shit earlier this week, because I was just kind of in my, I can't even make a website, and I don't want to make a website, and I don't have the brain width. That's not my jam. Yeah. And for me to build a website, it's not my jam. Could I make it my jam? Well, if I fucking really want to.
Yeah, but it's not, and that's the point, is that your jam is being the talent, is being in front of the camera. But you know what, Siobhan, and it can really hurt, knowing that you're not able to do that, or you can't afford, to pay somebody. And it's like, and that can be discombobulating. It can hurt. And then it's like, you know what? What's most important? What is most important?
Yeah.
And it's like, my people love me. My people don't give a rat's. I mean, they don't know that I don't have a website. They see your Facebook. They see your community. Yes. They see us doing this. They see the yoga. I mean, it's just like, so, but we can get caught up in what's going wrong, instead of everything that's going right.
That's right. That is right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm ahead of you. I'm going to take some of this out right now.
All right. So hold on. Honey, vinegar, crushed pepper.
So
Okay.
for those of you who want to know what this looks like, look at
Garlic,
that.
ginger. Oh wow, that looks amazing.
And I'm gonna
I gotta
have.
shred my ginger. And then
I added cashews to this as well for a little
I
bit of.
roasted mine. Now that is one
Yeah,
thing
I
I
did
did
too.
do. I
I
roasted
roasted
mine
mine.
before
Yeah,
we
I did too.
started.
That was what I prepped too.
So that's easy. I
Yeah.
just press that. That's easy button.
Yeah. So you may wonder why I'm only having a portion size this big is because I'm going to save some of this because this is Graham and I's dinner tonight.
Or her
And
hubby.
then what I'm going to, yeah. And then what I'll do is I won't microwave it to heat it up. I might just leave it in this pan. And because it's cold enough, throw it in the garage and then reheat it back up to get it crispy and coated again.
All right, hold on. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah. I'm just going to
I mean, I'm pretty much almost done.
Yeah, that's the thing. It is so quick. Like once you get the sauce in the pan, it thickens up pretty quickly, and then you just put the so good. My cauliflower is kind of soft, so watch that in your oven because I think Stephanie and I were talking a little
No,
bit.
mine's out. Oh, I
Yeah.
see what you're saying. Yeah,
I mean, for the viewers,
Yeah.
that if you're making this recipe, make sure you adhere to the 3 to 4 minutes broil and then the 5 minutes of cooking till it's tender.
Yes, and watch those cashews too. I almost burnt mine.
Yeah.
And again, it doesn't call for roasted cashews, but I think anything with a roasted flavor is just going to add more flavor.
Yeah, the recipe calls for 1/4 cup salted peanuts for the top. But what I found the first time I made it is because this is our main meal, that just having sort of the vegetables and rice, it needed more. So that's why I added, I think I added 1.5 cups of cashews. Because there's my filling, right? There's my protein and my good fats. And that'll give me that'll give me that sated feeling for it will fill me up other than just the cauliflower.
Oh yeah, I'm so super excited. Like this sauce smells amazing, but I am just now cooking my green onion, garlic, and ginger.
Yeah, you're not far behind me at all.
Yeah,
you're not far behind me, and it's absolutely delicious. And of course, I have a disaster area.
Yeah, me too, girl. It looks like an explosion.
Oh my gosh! I know when Graham was home on Saturday, we did our cooking show on Saturday.
Yeah.
I said, don't come in here. Like honestly, you don't want to see what's happening in here with the disaster. And same thing. Like I'll get this all done. Like my floor, I just cook like I don't care, and I don't really. I do.
Do you also find yourself like in a like I watch Iron Chef, for instance, and I seriously feel like not that I'm comparing myself to the way they cook, but comparing myself to how quick and fast. And it's just like I'm always in a rush. I'm just like it's like I'm Iron Chef. I'm doing the sushi. It's like, and then I'm like, why are you doing that? Why are
you in a hurry? Yeah.
Reminds me of the Wedding Crasher movie when when the little girl the little boy wants him to make him a bicycle, and he's like, why don't I just make you like a clown or a balloon animal or some like an animal? He goes, make me a bicycle, clown. And and frickin' Vince Vaughn's like, what why are you yelling? Why are you yelling at me? We just watched, oh my God, one of my favorite movies. It's Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah,
I've seen Ocean's 11 and 12 probably almost 1,000 times each.
Really?
I haven't seen them like either one of them in a couple of years. And I was watching Ocean's 11 the other night at Tyler's. I was so in a state of glee-ridden joy. Like that movie brings me so much joy. And I'm just like, just does it.
I love those movies that do that you can watch over and over again. Yeah. I love that. I'm dating myself now.
Yeah.
Some Kind of Wonderful. Back in the 80s.
Yes.
With Mary Stuart Masterson and what's his name? He was in The Mask too. Eric Stoltz.
Oh, okay.
I had such a crush on Eric Stoltz.
Oh yeah, he's cute.
I was in love with him, and I don't know, Some Kind of Wonderful. And Graham actually liked that movie, so we watched that not too long ago. Some Kind of Wonderful, and it was great. We loved it.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a little bit more here.
All right, my sauce is almost done. I'm just putting my cauliflower in a bowl. Y'all can't see me. I'm off camera. But hey, when you don't have a studio kitchen with a camera crew and lighting and all that, you got to make do.
Mm-hmm.
It's still going to be equally as delicious as anybody who makes it.
The one thing Graham has said is that it looks like we're in the same kitchen because of our cupboards. He said, you and Stephanie look like you're in the same kitchen.
Oh my God, that's hilarious because I text my friend Mike, because that's how Jennifer and I met, was through my friend Mike. And I text him a picture that I had screenshot of Jen and I, and he's like, "Ooh," he says, "Put on a mask." I'm like, "What? What do you mean?" He goes, "Oh, I thought y'all were in the same room." I'm like, "You goob. Her wall's white, mine's purple. We're side by freaking side." And anyways, he's like, I said, "Watch the video. We even talk about you." He goes, "I'll watch it tomorrow." Oh my God. Again, if I'm not calling you a goob, I don't like you.
I was just going to say,
I love you if I'm calling you a goob.
I was just going to say a goob. Like, how far back are we going now? When that was a saying, like that's probably the 80s as well. A goob, a goober.
Yeah, goober. And I don't. It's like it was goob. You're a goob. You're a goob. And then it became big goob. And then it was big honkin'. And it's not HONKING. It's honkin'. HONKIN. You're a big honkin' goob. You know, oh my God, yeah. And I'm the queen. I am the queen. So my mama just texted me, but I just noticed that I had to put my phone on silent. It was blowing up.
All right, that's what I was hearing. Okay,
so hold on. My sauce is almost done. It's at a boil, so let me grab it. All right, guys. Zippity doo.
Oh yeah.
Zippity.
Now is it getting thick?
Oh,
Did you put the cornstarch in there? Oh, good.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I had it over here on the side.
Oh, yum.
Yum.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Wait till you taste it. I know, yeah. Oh, and you know what? I can smell it from here. Actually, no, I'm smelling mine from here, but I know what it smells like.
Oh, my God. Okay. Oh,
I can't wait for you to taste it.
Hold on. I got to grab my cashews. They're over here. Everybody's like, "Jeez, y'all don't need to see me no way."
Oh my Lord! We never said we were organized.
No,
I don't think it was ever. Please join the organized kitchen of Spark Up Kitchen and Beef Rackalicious. Yeah,
girl, I'm gonna tell you right now, we should do that because that would be funny. Like, oh, come watch how organized we are. Because again, we're not. Like, you know how they call somebody who's big, tiny, and somebody who's tiny, big, big daddy.
Yeah. Yeah, the organized, quiet food therapy show. Those two words that would never be used to describe us.
Perfect manners.
I can be organized.
No dirty words, you know.
Yeah.
Totally meant for kids.
Of course.
This is a child's cooking show.
Right.
Oh, God. Okay. Yeah. Oh, my God.
All right.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, and I'll taste another little bit with you. I know I feel like I cheated because I went ahead and ate some.
And we got to take okay. So the reason I posted the picture I did of one that I had previously done of the curry coconut shrimp.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Yeah.
Well, it was because it was a much better picture than the one I took last week. So anyway, All right. Now we's gonna eat, people.
Yeah, taste it.
Oh my God. Okay. 1, 2,
3.
Oh my God.
I know. I'll tell you, those cashews. All the difference.
Oh my God, the ginger. Oh my God.
And the rice vinegar. The rice vinegar adds that sweet tang.
You know what else would be good on this is some sriracha. A little bit of sriracha. And over rice, oh my God, I bet it's going to just be amazing.
Well, that's going to be our dinner tonight. We're going to have it over rice, and I have sriracha, so I think I will add some sriracha to it. I went a little overdue. I went a little crazy with the chili peppers. Love the spice and love the chili peppers. So I do.
Oh my God, you got to hear this come out. Larissa
Yeah.
Shipalesky
Yeah.
says, I find the subtitles. So she's watching this with subtitles. And I have
Okay.
seen that. Like it's on
Right.
silent. I find the subtitles hilarious.
Oh.
LOL, they aren't what you are actually saying. Oh my God, that is insane.
Ah.
Screenshot that. Big honking goo. But like, what else can we say that would like not show up as a like a real word?
Well, I even can't wait to see how they're spelling Siobhan then, if it's because I know
Screenshot. Yeah.
Graham had to change the name of like his hands off, because he would say phone Siobhan and there'd be no one in the directory. So he either had to say call Siobhan or change my name to Siobhan. He eventually taught Suri how to say my name, but Suri knows how to say my name.
You know what's weird is like my last iPhone, and I don't know why it's different with this one, but very quickly it like when because I talk all my texts, I talk everything. I
Yeah.
very rarely like to use my thumbs, and I'm like Defa Rickenlicious. Well, my other phone learned the correct spelling just by
Oh, wow.
it would spell it D and then fa and then like something ridiculous. But then it started spelling. All I did was say it, and this phone hasn't picked it up yet. I'm still having to go back in and spell it correctly.
Yeah.
Siobhan. Oh no, Larissa says it's spelling it Shavon. Siobhan.
I thought so. I
Yeah.
thought so.
What about Defa Rickenlicious? How's it spelling Defa Rickenlicious? How's that, Larissa? Mm. Yum yum yum.
I know. It's so good. So we will be posting this recipe afterwards. I really highly suggest you make it. All of our recipes have been fairly straightforward.
Yeah.
And easy. All the ones from your cookbook have been delicious so far.
Thank you.
And yeah, these are, we're picking these to be fairly easy.
Yeah.
And,
and delicious. And then
again, delicious and healthy.
And just having fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I mean, like, to be honest, I think this was like one of my, like, probably my most fun show because it was so haphazard. It was just it was like, oh my God, so many mistakes, or not really mistakes, but like, oh God, I'm, that's the best.
That is the best. That is the best. And I can't believe we've held people for an hour now almost. That's awesome.
Holy shit.
I know, with no commercial breaks.
Oh, but people love commercials. Oh, thank you guys. Hey.
Yes.
Please, please, please.
Yes.
Thank you. Keep continuing to vote for me. It looks like I am moving forward to the next round because it does say the top 15 in each group. But please, 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 because ultimately I want to be the number one.
Yeah,
number one winner announced in April. Woo! Now that I blew everybody's own eardrums out.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching through the Happy Hearts, thank you so much, Happy Heart people, for joining in and watching us. We still have a couple more things coming up. Tomorrow is Friday, and I've got my stand-up comedy set on sexual shame.
Bye, guys. See y'all later.
So
my Airbnb guests are going to work.
Oh, bye, Airbnb. Airbnb, they're going to work. Interesting.
They can't hear you, Siobhan. Siobhan says bye.
Well, no, I was just, anyway. Yeah, tomorrow I have my stand-up set that I did with Hilarity on sexual shame. So, we had, I think you came to my show. I don't know if you actually heard the stand-up set that I eventually did for our virtual stage, but I'm going to be doing that at 3:00 tomorrow afternoon, 3:00 Pacific Standard Time. You may already be off on your weekend there, Stephanie. But yeah, I'll be doing my sexual shame stand-up comedy act. Say what? But yeah, that happens. And I'll be doing that tomorrow in the Happy Heart community at 3:00.
3:00 Pacific Standard Time. Yeah. Okay, so 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll. Yeah. But girl, I'll watch you on the damn replay.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course you can. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thank you for tuning in to Food Therapy with Stephanie from Defa Rickenlicious. Don't forget to vote for her. She'll put the link in the comments. And
Siobhan from Spark Up Kitchen.
Woohoo! Thanks for joining in, everybody.
It says D and then nothing else after that, says Larissa. It's D! It's the D show! All right, bye, guys.
Thanks for watching, Larissa. Love you.
Yes, thank you so much, Larissa. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.